Are these stools just that big, or are my pants just that gay?
There's that. There's both.
I couldn't get over. I have to.
Well, you're a midget.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, sure. I hate
It's
it.
average.
Fucking guys.
I mean, that's not average. It's gay. Ladies and gentlemen, Taste Tours returned. Thank you for
It's
joining
proven.
us.
It's
It's
science.
scientifically proven.
Okay.
Taste Tours back. Thanks
They
for
are
joining
science.
us.
What
This
we got?
time, we've got the Canadian Mist, Maple Mist, maple liqueur blended with Canadian Mist blended Canadian whiskey.
So this is some kind of like triple maple.
Yeah, look at this. Maple liqueur blended with Canadian Mist blended Canadian whiskey. All right. So, maple, salted caramel, and
Blends.
toasted oak with rich
I
molasses.
don't like the blended whiskey. I'm not a big fan of Canadian.
I love Canadian.
They're the
You do,
best.
you do, yeah.
35% alcohol by volume. And
What did it say, Days?
35.
35.
To me, Canadians are so good because there's the whiskey is so good because it's so versatile. You can do it with it tastes good on its own.
I'm
but
glad you
also
specified whiskey. They thought you were talking about hockey players.
you can also there's like a lot of flavored Canadian whiskeys that are really really good. So
I'm not very a patriotic man, but when it comes to whiskeys, I'm American all the way.
I'm Irish.
I love my
I'm Canadian.
bourbons.
I love Irish. Ooh, that's good.
It smells really good.
That's really good.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Keep in mind, this is like the
Cheap, super cheap.
the cheapest you can get.
That's nice. Really
I
good
like
maple flavor. Definitely some of
Again,
that.
I like Canadian blends a lot.
Yeah, me too.
For drinking straight, I think this would be really good
It's
because
good.
there's not that sweet kind of
And
sugary aftertaste like a
pour
lot
that
of the
over
maple
rice.
whiskeys I've had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for mixing, I
Exactly.
don't think it would be as good as some of the sweeter ones.
Well, I don't even know what you mix a maple whiskey with, except unless pancakes.
Gotta be
You
something.
can just do Coke. You can put
Yeah, you probably could. But like, I would actually probably prefer
I think I
like
would.
Coke Zero because this is sweet as it is, and putting in a regular Coke would be
Now, this
overkill.
isn't
I
as
think.
sweet as most of the Canadian, or not Canadian, but the maple whiskeys I've
Yeah,
had.
it's
There's been
not.
a few.
It's not super sweet, but it has a really good maple flavor. I definitely taste the caramel, whatever you want to call it.
I say
And
caramel.
the toasted
caramel.
oak, I don't really get that, but I think
I know
that's,
that may be what's adding to the bit of the dryness, the little bit of kind of almost a bitter aftertaste. It's like you could drink a lot of shots of this without getting sick, I think.
I like it. I'm gonna give this a. I like it. It's not. It maybe isn't my favorite maple whiskey I've ever had, but for the price and all, it's a very good buy. I would give it a 7. Half for zero. Half for zero.
If you got to think of it,
I'll give it a 7.0.
Yeah.
I like it. I said it before, I'm a sucker for Canadian blends, and I also like maple a lot. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
You ever had real maple syrup?
That wasn't
Yeah,
real.
from Vermont or something
What's
like that.
real?
Not the shit you buy in the grocery store. Not Aunt Jemima's.
I've had other different maple syrups. What's your point?
No, but I mean like Aunt Jemima's and like Log Cabin and all that stuff you buy from the store. That's not maple syrup.
Okay.
It's like corn sugar with maple flavor.
huh.
If you've you've never had real maple syrup. you
Oh, okay.
know.
Okay.
It tastes amazing.
I see. It's real obscure, and I.
It's not obscure, but I mean you can't. It's not the stuff from the grocery store. That shit isn't real maple syrup. But it's one of the best things I've ever had.
Well, that's good. Now rate this.
I just thought I'd share my story with you. I thought
It's a
real
good
maple
story.
syrup for the first time in my life a couple months ago.
It's a good story.
It's great.
Now you're a maple snob.
No, I like real maple syrup. That doesn't make it snob because I like real maple syrup.
I'm sure.
I like a real maple.
I like a real maple syrup.
Excuse me.
You
Is
put the
this?
log cabin in front of my face, I'll smack you.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. IHOP. Is this real maple syrup or is this it?
Like, fuck you. You eat
Rate
Walmart's
it!
maple syrup.
Rate it.
6. It's alright. It could be a little sweeter for me, but I like sweet things.
Wow. From now on, when we do taste tours, we're just gonna give Josh a bowl of sugar and pour that in his beer and see what he thinks.
I dig that kind of shit, yeah.
All right, so 7.5, 6. It's an average rating of in the high 6s.
6.78.
Okay,
Don't correct my math, I guess.
it's around there.
They're gonna-
You're close.
Yeah, that's fine.
So taste tour will return. Anybody got anything they want to say?
Yeah, it's decent.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
Check out the Canadian Mist Maple Mist. It's an inexpensive blend from Canada or Louisville, Kentucky, whatever. Taste
Same
tour
thing.
will return. Join us again.